Hello everyone, the time has come!
Yay!
Welcome to our first Big Brother 14 recap.
Well, welcome back, because it's all effed up.
Alright, there's 12 house guests this year and a whole lot of drama.
Well, there's also 4 coaches. I like how they call them coaches and mentors. We don't need no stinking coaches. We didn't need them for 13 seasons before. Why do we need them now? I think it's stupid.
Because the X Factor was so popular.
Alright, so players get their notice that they're going to be on the show. They call them invitations.
Okay.
And, yeah, you know how that goes. You have an hour to pack. Hurry up. Like, Evil Dick ever only took an hour to get like 1,000 cartons of cigarettes together? He probably cleaned out the entire town. It took way more than an hour. It's a lie.
Alright.
Alright, so if you want to know about the entire cast and what we thought, click right here and you'll be taken to the video where we did the rundown on the cast.
Alright, so as usual, the house guests entered in groups of 4. They got to pick their bedrooms, blah blah blah.
And then there was the customary champagne toast and hello, how do you do?
The intros in the living room, I love that part.
I know, me too. And we find out that immediately Ian suspects Willie.
He's like, I know that that's Russell Hance's brother.
I'm a huge Survivor fan as well.
Yeah, because Willie obviously didn't admit it because Russell's so great!
Yeah. He never won. Alright, Chef Joe is insane. If you don't believe me, just search for him on YouTube.
It's scary.
It's a whole lot of mad cooking.
Yeah, well, Willie wasn't the only one who lied. Danielle lied about being a nurse, and she said she's really a kindergarten teacher.
I don't know what the BFD about having to lie about being a nurse is. I mean, it's not like you're a friggin' rocket scientist or like a super fan. Alright, and Ashley, when she admitted to being a mobile spray tanner, crickets.
Yeah, I don't know if the crickets were because of her profession or because that's like all she said, and then everyone was like, are you done? Or is there more?
Alright, well, let's talk about the mentors now. They're exactly who they leaked online. Dan, Janelle, Brittany, girl,
Oh, Brittany.
and Mike Boogie.
No! Okay, so quick update on the mentors. Dan has since gotten married. Janelle has gotten married and has a baby. Brittany got married. And Mike Boogie has a baby.
He got a baby.
No mention of a wife.
Where did he find it?
I don't know where that baby came from.
Is it with a man? Is it with a woman?
We'll never know.
Did someone leave it on his doorstep? That poor kid. His dad had genital warts scraped off by evil Dr. Will.
All right.
On television.
So it looks like since they were on the show, the house guests have pretty much moved on and adjusted.
Alright, well, this is the game right here. The coaches are going to be picking teams of 3. If one of their players wins the money, they win $100,000.
Alright.
Not too shabby. Well, it is kind of shabby for spending the whole summer in the house.
I'm sure they got paid up front, too, just to be on the show.
Alright, well, Dan, he's pretty smart. He knows something's up. Little something's up with Willie.
Anyone who watches Survivor knows that something is up. Janelle and Boogie were talking about it, too.
Okay, well, like Julie said, there's only 12 invitations, kids, and only 11 keys. One less. That means one of
someone's leaving
y'all.
that night.
Yeah. All right, so it's time for the coaches to pick, and Brittany got to pick first. I was hoping she was going to pick Will, but she didn't.
She picked Shane.
Probably because she liked the name. It rhymes with Lane. All right, then Mike got to pick, and he picked Frank the Tank.
Janelle picked Will. Kind of saw that one coming.
And Dan picked Kara, because she's cute.
Alright, so then it went in reverse order. So Dan picked Danielle.
And Janelle picked Ashley. Mike picked Ian. Brittany picked Willie.
And then reversed it again.
Right.
So Brittany went for JoJo. Mike picked Jen. And then it came down to Joe and Jody. And Janelle went with Joe, which means Jody was last. And she was on Dan's team.
I hate being last. Alright, so It's the HOH competition. It's a big slumber party.
Yeah, and they're going to be competing in teams for this one, but it's not always going to be like that.
Well, this time, though, the winning coach gets to pick who's the HOH. And the losing coach has to pick who is evicted.
Yes, from
That
their own team.
Sucks.
Let's just clarify.
Yeah. So it was basically a Super Mario game bed obstacle course. You had to go back and forth and get teddy bears, and if you fell off, you had to start over again. So Jody was the worst.
I don't know, though, because Danielle was pretty bad, too.
Jody wiped out on her face. She did a few face plants. And after Brittany's team won, which...
Well, first it was like a three-way tie.
Yeah, it came down to basically Jen, Ashley, and JoJo had to get the third teddy bear to win before they could turn on the nightlight.
So JoJo pulled through, which means Brittany's team won.
Right, and Jen and Ashley had to be subbed out because after 20 minutes you could send in a substitute.
All right. Janelle's team came in second, and Boogie's team came in third, which means that Dan's team were the losers.
Oh, no.
All right, so Brittany chose Willie to be the HOH this week.
What is she thinking?
I wish she hadn't have even picked him at all.
I know. I don't think anybody wanted him, but it wasn't like he was left for last. I don't know. All right, well, Dan got a few minutes to think about who he wanted to get rid of. He even interviewed both JoJo and Danielle.
I would do that too. JoJo.
I'm sorry, Jody. Jody and Danielle. And he ended up sending home Jody.
I mean, she was the last pick, so
The
I'm not
thing
that surprised.
that really pisses me off, though, is this show has taken a lot of flack for not being racially diverse. And
Was it this show, though?
Yeah, it was this show.
I thought it was The Bachelor.
No, well, that one too, but this one as well. I mean, there was a lawsuit with the other one, but this one, not very racially diverse. And who's the first person to get sent home right out of the premiere? The only black chick and the only fat chick.
No offense, but it's kind of like a horror movie.
Yeah, kind of.
You're all thinking it. All right, so this season, as always, the house guests have to expect the unexpected.
All right. Well, that's all fine and good. There's also supposed to be like a special power on Sunday or something.
I don't know how I feel about this, but we'll find out.
I don't know either. But we want to know, who's your dream team? If you were one of the mentors, who would you pick as your team of 3 out of this motley crew?
I think I would pick Will with 1L, Shane, and Danielle.
Well, if I was a mentor, I would pick Will with 1L, Ian, and Frank the Tank.
All right.
So we want to know, leave it in the comments, what 3 you would pick. Don't pick 4 and don't pick 2. You have to pick 3. All right. Till tomorrow when Maddie has a little spoiler if you're interested.
Oh boy.
And don't forget, if you want to be house guest of the day, drop us an email at madrosed@gmail.com, or you could also send us a private message through YouTube. Don't leave it in a comment. If you leave it there or on Facebook, we cannot guarantee that we will see it. So make sure you either leave it as a private message on Facebook on the Madrosed channel or at madrosed@gmail.com. Till tomorrow, much love.